Hey, what's up guys, StingKnight. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys the Stimen Vault guide for floor 1 all the way to 40. But because of how easy floor 20 and below is right now, you basically cannot fail it unless you have absolutely no ability score. So I'm basically going to go through the general tips on how to pull the mobs, and I'm going to proceed from 20 floor onwards to all the way to 40. At the start here, I recommend having the tank jump off here to the low ground and then pull the mobs all the way up to the ramp and where my mouse cursor is moving at. And then that's when you want to group the mobs, especially against this laser beam. Whilst the healer and the DPS should walk through what I'm walking through right now. Just go all the way through here and try to pull every single mob. And then you want to stop around this ramp here, as the pillar here on the right perfectly blocks out the laser beam and gives you plenty of space to do a lot of DPS. Unfortunately, the group in the footage here did not want to do that, so they decided to go to the middle area, which is also another viable strategy. You can instead do the opposite of what I said. Have the tank go up to stay on the high ground, pull the mobs, and have the DPS come to the low ground to pull the mobs, and then just stay in the middle area. From floor 21, you will get a different mechanic where you will have to stay within the light orb area to not take any damage. Once you're outside it, your screen will darken and you will be continuously taking a lot of damage. Just keep that in mind. Otherwise, there's nothing complicated about this. So something else to keep in mind of is that throughout the whole fight, there's always going to be mobs kind of like invisible at the beginning. They don't spawn until later for some reason, and you cannot pull aggro on them. So you will have to go up the ramp and try to find them and kill them again. This will happen all the way to floor 40. So keep that in mind. Here is the alternative where you can just group everything in the middle instead of staying on the ramp, which, you know, is kind of the same anyways. It's not that different, just depending on how you want to go about it, which might be better for certain classes on the flat ground. So from floor 31 to 35, there's a new interesting mechanic. There's a purification light curtain where you will have to stand next to these shield pillars that you need to stand next to, and you need to activate as the purification light comes through. So don't press it too early. You gotta wait for it until you see it, then you want to press it. Now, if you do get hit by it, I believe you just get frozen in place. So it will slow down your DPS quite a bit and delay your progress. Another thing to keep in mind of is that elite that spawns in the low ground does not move up to the high ground. So you cannot pull it up to the high ground. Now for the floor 35 boss, I think this is the only one that's worth mentioning. Now you can see the boss will do a mechanic where he charges up. You can see the arrow in front of him with like a glowing yellow shield. So this is where he will do 4 charges back and forth. During this time, you want to DPS him down, destroy his shield to stop him from doing this. Otherwise, you could be losing a bit of DPS. But that's really the only mechanic to watch out for. Otherwise, it's really not that big of a deal. So here, I think we actually broke his shield to stop him from charging, which sped things up quite a bit more. And then from floor 36 onwards, it's going to be the same as the older mechanic, which is just the robot bombs that tracks you and follows you. They don't really do big damage, they just knock you back. That's all they do, really. Now for the floor 40 boss, I would say you probably need a bare minimum of like 17.5 thousand ability score to kill this boss. It is just a flat DPS check, and you have about 3 minutes or so to kill the boss. And it's really not that difficult. It's basically just a straight up dummy target. Doesn't really do anything. You just gotta damage it down quick enough. There's no mechanics even worth mentioning. I will just let the clip here play all the way to the end. So you will notice the flaw mechanics, which are the robot bombs. They don't even interact with the players at all here. So we have about almost 50 seconds left when we kill the boss. So this whole group, I believe, had about 18,000 ability score overall, like at the minimum. So if you're a little bit lower, you can still probably pull through just fine. And then finally, don't forget to claim your Stimen Vault clear rewards from the NPC. And then that's really it. I hope you found the video helpful. Make sure to leave a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe for more future Blue Protocol content. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.